Okay, we're gonna critique this animation here by Apple. Okay. I haven't watched this yet, so let's take a look. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what's going on. Ah. Yeah. Okay. So I lied. I looked at this. I marked it up a little bit, but let's break it down. So, the first thing I notice is this red guy, this down smash pose right here. It's really, really awkward looking. Mostly because his back is bent consistently for, like, from here to here. That's like 10 frames. When you're bending the back out like that, the purpose of doing that, obviously, is to show, like, tension and force. That also means that if the back is always bent out, you lose the tension and force, and it just looks really fucking weird. Look at that. That's not normal. So, to fix that, what I do, I call these, I'll make up a term, stress poses, yeah. Because it shows stress on the body. And what you want to do is you want to use these poses like right before the actual attack. So I guess this one would be acceptable if it wasn't drawn so strangely. But yeah, so right before the attack, so like 2 frames before the attack, let's just say, his back is straight up, so you can sense like something is about to happen. And then the next frame, when he's actually going down, you bend his back and then you curve the arms, right? So you want to show the stress right before the actual attack, show the force. Yeah. Alright. Moving on. Another thing that I notice is this guy, his reactions are really, really off. Well, not really off, but they're decently off. Interesting trails. You get a smiley face because no one uses trails now for some reason. Alright, so first thing wrong with this is, so the red guy's attack goes down like that, right? But the way the reactions work, he's going down like that. So that, right off the bat, doesn't make any sense. Another thing is, the attack looks like phases right through the black guy, which I don't quite understand. Maybe he didn't quite know how to make the reactions work. So, yeah, so originally, this was like that. I suggest, to make this work, you could either, like, make the black guy react to the fact that he's about to get, like, hit in the face. Make him take a few steps back, and hopefully by then, the feet will be in such a position that, like, you can still make him bend over that much, while making the hit make sense. So, maybe something... God fucking damn, alright. Maybe something like that, right? Where they're not overlapping too much, and it does look like black guy's being sent in that direction, because, well, down to the right in that direction. Because him traveling forward doesn't make too much sense. Yeah, so you don't have too much overlap like that. It's kind of confusing to see what's going on, and it just looks really weird. This guy's like, you know, doing all that. Don't do that. Yeah, that thing with the overlap again, it's happening right here. It's okay to have a little bit of overlap, but don't overdo it. You changed up your trails. They look even cooler. Good job. But yeah, don't overlap too much, because that's what it looks like. It's passing right over the guy, and that's not good. Let's see. Alright, so I have a problem with this guy's movement arc. So, plotting out the center of gravity is always a good thing to check your motions, to make sure they actually make sense. Yeah, so this looks kind of weird. You did ease him out at the top, but he sort of freezes at the top. So that already doesn't make sense. You want your movement arcs to be eased out and smooth, right? So I think at that point he'd be traveling downwards already, so it'd be something like that. That would be his movement arc. Your movement arc is a little wobbly, and it sort of plateaus off at the top, which ignores physics, but sometimes you just gotta fuck physics. I have a physics test tomorrow. Fuck that shit. Alright. Grabs that guy. Oh. That's cute. Knee. I don't think this blur was necessary. Yeah, it's definitely not necessary. Well, not definitely. My preference, it's not necessary. Because you have the blur, right? But the guy basically stays in the same position right after. So, and this attack in itself doesn't have that much force. So, blur, not needed. Other than that, this attack's okay. Other than maybe, like, the red guy wobbling around a lot. To fix wobbles, just make extra care to watch your onion skin. Follow that shit, make it work. Oh, and another thing, I put these rulers here for a reason. It's because your red guy resizes a good amount. So like here, like these two guys are already different sizes. Like head height, waist height, head height, waist height. But this guy's in a running position, so he's leaning forward. Look at that stick figure. He's leaning forward, so his proportions would be smaller, but they still match, which means this guy is already bigger than that guy, which can work, but I think you wanted them to be the same size. But that's style preference or something, I don't know. But yeah, another thing that might be style preference is your limb proportions. I don't know your animations well enough to know this, but based on what I've seen right here, I think you want your limbs to be proportionate. Like, this arm is a little big for that body. This forearm is basically the length of his spine. So, you know, it's good to maintain good proportions to make everyone happy. I already said this, but like, these first attacks, his back is always bent out. Like I said earlier, if it's always bent, like in a stressed position, this sort of takes away from the force that that position would normally give, so, you know. So, this reaction is pretty good, actually. I like it. Limb proportion, right? Alright, I like this part, actually. You animated this part pretty nicely. That tongue, look at that tongue. It looks good. Again, resizing, like. Alright, so right here, he's like, fucking shit, I almost died. I don't even know what I was saying. Good proportions. Oh no, I know what I was doing. So this guy is like that big. Here. I drew this poorly. Basically what I'm trying to say, this guy is smaller than that guy. So watch your resizing. This part's fine. I like this reaction a lot. Like going that way, his head stops but his body keeps going, arcs up. Good sense of motion right there. Your blood, it's not the greatest blood. It gets the job done. Particles travel back over there. Good. These can get out of here first. Oh god, I fucked this up. Alright, so initially, yeah, the attack looks like that, right? So there is no way this guy's gonna get cut in half if the tongue lands in front of him. So what I suggested to do was to put this on top of the tongue layer so it shows that the tongue traveled through the guy and didn't just land next to him. So, yeah. Gray intestines, that's cool. I don't have a problem with that foot, looks pretty nice. Goddamn limb proportions, look at this. Oh, that's like that big. What is this arm? What is that arm? Alright. I'm just nitpicking now. It's okay. Spin kick. I actually like that. So, center of gravity stays relatively put while the body pivots around. This guy clearly understands the art of spin kicks. He's got it down. So, what I marked before, this blood sprouts here, right? And then it starts to expand, which is good. Then all of a sudden, the source shifts to like right here, and it continues to expand. That just looks weird. So when you're animating particles, make sure to have your source consistent, unless you have multiple sources, but you didn't have multiple sources here, so you messed up. But that's okay. Overall, this animation, it's not bad. I give it 4 stars out of A-. Alright, it's good enough. Bye.